But science fiction is actually a really interesting place to start when we talk about ethics, and I'll explain why. So, you might have heard it said that the rate of technological progress is exponential. So basically, I think there's something like every year, technology progresses faster than the last 10 years put together. And this raises some fears and expectations. So those fears are things like the destruction of traditional values, social values that we might hold dear. Fears that we're going to lose control. We're not going to be able to harness technology properly. Fears about military or what have you, technology, drone warfare. But then we also have expectations. We have expectations that technology is going to improve our quality of life. We have expectations that technology is going to make things quicker, faster, just ease of access. And also that technology is going to bring us closer together. I can pick this up and I can talk to someone in America or Australia, and I frequently do. So there's fears, but there's also expectations, and there's a tension. And what I think science fiction does, good science fiction, not, there's a lot of trash, but good stuff that people actually have thought about. It questions the consequences of science and technology, and it says, what happens if? And in a way, so does ethics. Ethics, especially more sort of philosophical ethics, but also day-to-day practical ethics, says, what happens if? If we do this research, what are the consequences going to be? So I'm going to try and do a sort of ethics, but with a touch of science fiction throughout. I said I was going to challenge you with some big questions. So these are some of them. What are the ethics of self-driving cars? What are the ethics of automated surgery or robotic surgical assistance, which is something that the robotics lab in Bristol, which is one of our partners on the Human Brain Project, is actually working on. What are the ethics of brain signatures? And that's a bit of an unfair question because I haven't told you what brain signatures are yet. But when you get to the end, a bit later on, you'll see. So with self-driving cars, if a self-driving car hits someone, whose fault is that? It's not the driver. As you can see, he's got nothing to do with it. So is it the guy who wrote the code, or the woman who wrote the code, the algorithm? Is it the car manufacturer? Who is to blame? Ethically, morally, but also in terms of legally, right? Automated surgery and robotics. So if you had either an assisting kind of surgical device or just completely the entire surgery, which we're not that far away from, was done by a robot or some kind of AI, would you feel better about that or less? Humans can have addiction, humans can be tired, humans can be in a really bad mood, humans can lose concentration, robots can't. But humans have instinct, humans have intuition, and robots don't.